Hey guys, and welcome to vlog 16. I'm back here in Phnom Penh. I left Siem Reap, got a bus back here to Phnom Penh, and in about 10 minutes I'm going to be leaving Phnom Penh and heading across the country to the east side of Cambodia, right by the Vietnamese border, to a province called Mondulkiri. So totally different to Siem Reap, and I guess also very different to Phnom Penh. Without further ado, time for me to pack my bag and go and get on this tuk-tuk. Alright guys, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Hi guys, and welcome to Mondulkiri province here in Cambodia. Mondulkiri province is on the eastern side of Cambodia, close to Vietnam, maybe 15 to 20 kilometers distance away from the Vietnamese border. It's a very special part of Cambodia because it's this lush mountainous region which is really known for its nature and wildlife. So I'm super excited to be living here for the next week and share that with you guys through this vlog and take a look around. If we talk about Mondulkiri province just for a moment, the entire population of the whole region is approximately 60,000 people living here. Out of that 60,000 people, approximately half, 30,000 people, are indigenous people. So the Cambodian indigenous people, known as the Phnom people, make up half the population here in Mondulkiri, which is pretty exciting and makes it a very unique place to visit as part of Cambodia. Where am I staying in Mondulkiri? Well, the main town of Mondulkiri is a town called St. Monoram. It's a pretty small town, although I could imagine for the people living in the rural areas around here, it's very important, strategic and good for trading, supplies and that kind of thing. Where am I staying? I am staying in this beautiful place called the Indigenous People Lodge. I'll link the description to that below. It is stunning. It's this little collection of kind of bamboo huts, some on stilts, some grounded, some single size, some double, some family size, in this beautiful little natural area. I have this beautiful little hut which is on these 4 stilts with a beautiful little step ladder walking up to it, and that is costing me $5 a night. It is beautiful. So I want to show you around my room and downstairs quickly. And this is the inside of my little room. And this room, guys, it has, would you believe it has Wi-Fi? They give you like some little tissues and whatever, bottles of water. And yeah, mosquito net is pretty much a big essential. So today's plan is I'm going to take a walk out from the lodge here and walk into St. Monoram and see what I can kind of see and film and take pictures of and enjoy and all that kind of stuff. Maybe try and find somewhere to eat and have a look around and then head back here and do some work. So let's do that. Last night was really nice. After walking through town, you walk into the main kind of town centre of St. Monoram. And there's 1 or 2 cafes and local type restaurants, mainly for local food and for local people. So it's very much kind of spit roasted chicken and a lot of meat, so not so ideal for a vegan like me, but great for other people and of course the locals. There's this beautiful little side street just off the main town of St. Monoram where they have this beautiful market. I mean, it's mainly food, fruit market, fish, meat, that kind of stuff. But it's beautiful, it's a real hustle and bustle. So like I mentioned before in one of my previous vlogs in Phnom Penh, you really catch the life of the town and that market. So it's really great to see there's people everywhere, kids smiling as always and waving at me, and everyone seems to be happy to kind of be filmed for 2 minutes. They don't seem to mind, which is really refreshing actually, because I think in a lot of countries, and I can understand why, but I think a lot of countries, some people don't like to be filmed, or naturally you should always ask people anyway. But sometimes it's not so practical in a big public setting like a market. So it's great they're really kind of on board with me capturing a bit of their moment, which is fantastic. And then I walked around and had a little look around at the top of the hill of the main town. There's this kind of roundabout with a strange cow statue thing, which is pretty cool. And then I watched the sunset over the hillsides. And then a little bit later, kind of got some food in this little bamboo type cafe. Okay, so this is like a curry vegetable tofu
It cost $3 for the tofu and the rice, and I did get some french fries just because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. But yeah, so this is the bamboo restaurant. It looks super nice. When you walk from here, from this lodge to the main town of St. Monnerum, there are a lot of wild dogs. And they're kind of quite friendly and fine in the daytime and daylight, but at night time, of course, it's dark and you know, you're more of a surprise to them, and most people here don't really walk around. They're kind of on motorbikes. So when I'm walking along with my torch and my flashlight, you know, they kind of get a bit startled and a bit barky, so that was a little fun, kind of dodging the wild dogs on the way home. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love it here. It's absolutely stunning. I love waking up in this little place and just taking a look outside my door and seeing this beautiful like arena of nature in front of me. It's just absolutely stunning. So anyway, it's time to go and do a walk around this waterfall. So let's go. Hey guys, so I just stopped for a little iced coffee break. Today is actually a 2-year anniversary or celebration for me, because 2 years ago today I quit drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes for good. So today is like my 2 years sober and smoke-free anniversary. So I promised myself I would celebrate with a nice coffee someplace, and I just found this beautiful little cafe called Heartland Cafe here in St. Monnerum in Mondulkiri. It's like an eco-based, ethical kind of cafe, so it's pretty cool. And I've just got iced coconut milk and coffee, and it's beautiful here. And in those 2 years, since I quit alcohol and cigarettes and I guess partying or whatever, I've done more in my life in those 2 years than I did in my entire decade of being in my 20s. There's nothing wrong in drinking or smoking. Everyone has the right to choose whatever is best for them. For me, I don't think it was best for me, and I think I'm doing better without. But in the last 2 years, I've scaled mountains in Norway. I've seen the waterfalls of Iceland. I've seen the sunrise on Australia's most eastern coast. I've travelled across America, and here I am in Cambodia, and on this adventure for 1 year where I'm writing this book and this film, so I feel extremely fortunate. But yeah, these 2 years have been a blessing, so cheers. I want to get wasted on coffee. Just walking up the hill, I've just passed a bunch of wild dogs which are barking their heads off at me, and managed to get past them, which is pretty cool. And I just got around the corner and there's like 5 big dogs basically just in the street barking their heads off and running at me. So I'm just going to take a tuk-tuk just because I don't really want to be eaten to death, or probably licked to death, I should imagine. But you know what, they're wild dogs and I don't really want to have rabies shots or anything else, so I'm just going to take a little tuk-tuk or a motorbike there, I think. So guys, as you can see, there's like no one around me at all. I'm the only person at this waterfall right now, and I literally have the place to myself. Tomorrow I'm going to be taken around by Dal in this little tuk-tuk, and we're going to go around all of the Mondulkiri region. We're going to visit a beautiful waterfall called Busra Waterfall, I believe, which is a very big one, bigger than the St. Monnerum one I visited today. We're going to see a bunch of cool vantage shots for sunsets, visit an indigenous village, a coffee plantation, and all this kind of good stuff. So tomorrow morning at 8:30, early start, and Dal is going to pick me up from my lodge, and we're going to go exploring in his tuk-tuk across the whole of Mondulkiri tomorrow. Good morning guys. So today is the day I'm going to go and explore all of Mondulkiri province, not in a bus, not on a cool motorbike, in a little tuk-tuk. So basically, I don't know how familiar you guys are with tuk-tuks, but they're great for weaving in and out of a city and getting through the traffic. They're not really designed for like running around mountains so much, So it's going to be quite a fun day, and I'm sure at the end of it I'm going to have a pretty sore butt after bouncing up and down and this crazy little tuk-tuk going all over the mountains of Mondulkiri. So my driver Dal is waiting for me right now, so we're going to go find him and then go have a great day. So let's go. Good morning.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dal, just quickly tell me, where are we going to go today?
We go the first time in the Busra waterfall.
Busra waterfall, yeah.
After they come back, we can see the big river. After they come back, we can see the minority village. After they come back, we can see the coffee plantation. After they come back, we can see the hill mountain. We can see the view in town. After they come back, we can to see the on the hill. We can see the view long way in the forest.
Fantastic. And how long have you lived in Mondulkiri for? You've lived here?
I live here 95.
Since 95?
Yes, but until now, then 20 years.
Wow, so the Busra waterfall is absolutely beautiful.
Sometimes they had a spider, the big one.
The big spider?
Yeah.
In here?
Spider, yeah. Sometimes they snake.
Snake?
Cobra snake.
Cobra?
Yeah.
So in here, there are cobras, big spiders,
Yeah, yeah.
and monkeys.
Yeah. But
Now you tell me.
Sometimes the people problem with the cobra snake bite. Sometimes, but either they can go to hospital high up. They can to have no die, but either they can a long time from the forest to go in hospital. Some people they can die
Okay.
by cobra snake kill.
So some people can die by cobra snake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
But either we hurry up for the go hospital, the doctor they can have.
Okay.
But it's a long way. We can slowly.
Yeah.
We can die.
Well, you drive very fast, so we might be okay.
Yeah. Sometimes.
You going swimming?
Yeah. Massage.
Yeah.
Massage.
Again? Good bath? Good bath? Yeah, yeah. This is like a coffee plantation, which in all honesty, it's very pretty. So it's pretty cool, and I'm a big lover of coffee, so I've got no problem with that. You can't really smell anything. I can't really smell any coffee as such, or anything like that. It just looks like a lot of vegetation, to be honest, but it's good to know that more coffee is being grown, and hopefully it keeps some people in business and puts some money in their pocket and food on their table. Okay guys, so at this coffee plantation, like we saw already, they obviously grow the coffee, they dry out the coffee beans here, and then they sell them as dried coffee beans, or they ground them into kind of like a ground coffee. And of course, as you can imagine in these places, they let you try some. So right here I have a nice fresh coffee, straight from the ground, dried under the sun, and then ground into this beautiful cup of coffee right here. And it tastes absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of strong. I love strong coffee, so that's really good. It's beautiful, really good though. If you could go anywhere, where would you like to go?
The go look like the big country, look like the England, Australia, American, the big country in the Europe I like.
Yeah. Okay guys, so that's the end of this week's vlog. I hope you've loved it. If you liked it, leave a comment and hit subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed kind of seeing a different part of Cambodia that a lot of people don't always see. I'll be back next week with a brand new vlog from a different part of Cambodia. So for now, whatever you're doing, have a great week, and I'll be back to see you guys next week. Alright, so as they say in Mondulkiri, au revoir.